Like we always do about this time. Perfect.
Early the next morning.
Good morning, everybody. I'm back. Had a little holiday, long weekend, 4 or 5 days away. It's currently a Wednesday. 13 degrees, it's nice and fresh, the sun is out, clouds are in the sky. First day back for school for the kids. So they've had their 6-month break. Bit nervous, bit anxious about the whole thing. I don't think we're ready for it yet. But education. But it is a Wednesday. We're off to work, if I can find a gear. And I feel refreshed. I missed you lot. Definitely missed the YouTube videos. Me, wifey and the girls went over to the Isle of Wight actually. Wanted a break but didn't want to get away too far, but kind of wanted that whole getaway thing. So we went over to the Isle of Wight for a little holiday. What a weird place. Some awesome roads. Like, we did a complete tour of the island, went around everywhere looking about. Some really good driving roads. I'm definitely going to get the Esprit on the boat and we're going to go over and do some videoing over there, because some of the roads around the southwest and southeast of the island are awesome. But a strange place. It had a really different feel to it in respect that lots of people say it's the island that time forgot. Well, some of the attractions are a bit old, but that's always the way with seaside towns because they're seasonal. But I thought it was a lovely place. Very angry motorists, really angry motorists, for no apparent reason other than you pull up to a roundabout. We were there like maybe 10 minutes. One guy calling everyone a wanker as they drove off the boat because nobody would let him out because we had to leave the boat. And he just literally sat there the whole time calling everyone a wanker, which was quite hysterical. And then I approached the roundabout, gave way to a Fiesta coming from the right, who promptly just sat on his horn at me. Not entirely sure why. Hadn't crossed the white line, hadn't pulled out in front of him, was waiting him, letting him go. But evidently it needed some, I don't know, maybe he didn't like 4x4s, we took the truck. It was a random thing. But yeah, everyone on the island is quite angry, quite aggressive when they drive for no reason whatsoever, which is bizarre. But we had a nice break. I feel refreshed. Come back to work today. We've got a Mercedes in C220. We're having a stereo, DAB and Bluetooth face kit. Then I've got a Ford Focus in this afternoon. It's got an airbag light on. We need to figure out what the airbag fault is and maybe put in a resistor or something. We shall see. And then I've basically got to catch up with 1,000,001 phone calls and emails from everyone. And subscribers, you've been busy while I've been away. 982. 18 to go. 18 for the giveaway, 18 for the toolbox tour. We are so close, everyone, so close. It's gonna be a good video. COVID on holiday is kind of weird, if I'm honest. It's the first time we've had a little break, obviously, this year since all the crap happened. The last place we went to was Center Parcs in France, and obviously everyone was just mingling and doing what you normally do. The majority of people wore face masks. Lots of people didn't bother. Nobody social distanced. Nobody followed one-way systems. Really frustrating when you kind of see what's going on in the world and the slippery slope that we could be on if we carry on slipping like we're doing. Even the staff on the ferry, bizarrely enough. Painted one-way systems all around the boat to try and keep you in one direction, so you weren't hanging about. And even they were coming back down the one-way systems the wrong way. So it kind of put precedent to everyone doing what they wanted to do, sitting next to each other, hanging around on the stairs. When the announcements came out, everyone was queuing for the cars when they were told not to. So everyone stood in a, you know, in a 3x3 doorway, waiting to get back to their cars. Just silly, really, really silly. But restaurants were booked up months in advance. Obviously, we were there for 4 days. They basically said to us that we could not book any time in September. They were taking bookings for October, which I found quite bizarre. But we still managed to eat. But yeah, it's very difficult trying to get anywhere, trying to do anything. It's reduced numbers, reduced capacity, pre-book only, or the places that we did find to eat, we had to either sit outside or wait for ages to get somewhere. It was quite frustrating. So we spent most of it just kind of doing our own little thing, eating out at the odd cafe, pub, and just beaches. And we did the zoo, we did a place called Robin Hill, went on the toboggan with Jess and Faith, they loved it. But yeah, just nice to get away and have a break, but at the same time, first time since COVID, just very odd, very bizarre. Hadn't helped by obviously the march back to school today for the girls, so we'll get some work done. I'll fill you in later on this afternoon and see where we go in a bit. What's up everybody, how we doing? 4 o'clock. I haven't managed to pick up the camera today, it's been way too busy. We are 18 away from Toolbox Tour and the Kicker giveaway. 18 people. Just finished this one, I'll show you that in a minute, but we've got some chasing news as well. So this one, guy wanted a bit of Bluetooth and DAB, so we've got rid of his standard stereo. These things are garbage. Put in a fascia kit, it's got steering controls working, and we've got now a JVC with USB and auxiliary and CD, so be able to play his music, but a little bit more modern. Digital aerial, standard positions, microphone in the center. Let's just get this one out and we'll go through a few little updates. How we doing everyone? It is the end of the day, just getting ready to pack up, taking in some deliveries and sorting through the mountains of paperwork I've got to do and customers' orders. It is a busy day. We missed a snap on Tuesday, obviously I wasn't in, but I did get some bits delivered while I was away. Next door took them in for me, which was really nice. Something quite simple is these little badges, and they're designed when you're making sub boxes or any kind of wood really, but they give you like a perfect 45. No, they give you a perfect 90 degree. Get the numbers right, Alex, Jesus. So you can put a piece of wood in here, piece of wood in there, you turn this, obviously clamp the wood up, and then you can either glue or, you know, brad nail the end of it, so you're nice and squared up when you're making your boxes. So I've got 2 of those. They're going to go with the old woody table over there. Now, chaser stuff. Oh, look at this. I've just had 2 freshy bumpers delivered. So we've got a rear bumper with some nice glossy paint on it, and the front bumper. I've just started, I've inserted the fog lights, but it's now silky smooth. The damage is gone. Cubby's done an excellent job of repairing it all, getting rid of all the stone chips for me. I'm super happy. They look really cool. And also I did a bit of painting last week. A lot of Jap cars, unknown to me, Cubby was telling me about it, that they don't actually bother painting. Now it's quite common that on a JZX 100 the top and underneath of the boot, they kind of paint the car with all this attached to the tailgate. Now this was actually bare, there's no paint on this at all, and they always corrode and rot out here. So I've gone through the legs and I've painted the legs, but also in this section here, mine was kind of old and a bit crusty, where water had kind of sat in it over the years. It had all gone a bit horrible and nasty. Now the rest of the car, this is not painted. It is actually that clean and pristine. There is no rust really on it at all. But the bit that let it down was obviously the old kind of water run. So I sanded all of this down, took the rubber off, and then kind of masked off the side and just sprayed in all of this, give it a nice fresh coat of paint, lots and lots of layers and some lacquer, some clear, just to get it all nice and fresh again. But it's just kind of finished off the back end, which just makes it look really nice now. So we're kind of plugging away. I'm going to have a late night Friday this week. Show is on Saturday, so I'm hoping Cubby's going to get all the bits done. He said he's going to try and pull out all the stops and get me sorted for the weekend. But I need some help, so body kit people out there. I've saw in one of TJ's episode, TJ Hunt, he was using an edging on one of his wide arch kits. Now, educate me, where do you get, because what I don't want is the edges of this and this to rub onto the paint and kind of take the paint off. So is there some kind of soft material that I can put on here that's going to protect the body of the car when I bolt it up and not rub off my nice new paint or cause this to kind of peel and fracture? So comment in the comments. I've done a few related searches for things like, you know, body kit trim edging and stuff like that, and I've seen some black kind of T-section lip stuff, but I don't really want black outlines around all the body kit on a white car. I think it will just look a bit gash, so we need something proper to go in it. But I want to do some decent edging, so I've got, you know, a bit of a protective layer on the car. Look at that paint, isn't that so cool? He has done such a good job. Such a good job. A little bit of dust. Yeah, 3 cracks all the way through here. This was split. And now it looks like $1 million. Super, super cool. So Friday night, hopefully with all my parts, we'll get the tailgate back, get the bumpers on, the spoiler and all this can finally be fitted up. We can get the last of the side skirts on, the end caps, then we'll give the car a wash. Oh yeah, mirrors, they're coming too. Give the car a wash. Just turn this down a second. Yeah, give it all a wash, get the wing done, give it a clean, ready for the show at Castle Combe on Saturday. Going down with a bunch, loads of new people, but it'd be nice to kind of get this thing back all pristine and clean and shiny again, rather than looking like some Ebisu special. I can't wait. But geez, has he sorted this out. Look at the quality of that. Nice one, Cubby. You've done me proud, mate. I can't thank you enough. It looks really cool. Tomorrow I've got the big kicker Toyota coming back in. Guy wants me to look at a few bits and bobs. Namely, he wants his stereo system louder, so that'll be interesting. Wants to add more bits to it to make it louder. And I've also got we have a set of Dixie horns to go in it, so he wants those putting in, so that'll be a job for tomorrow, as well as I think I've got some other stuff in there tomorrow as well. We'll talk about it in the morning, but Toyota's coming back tomorrow for some bits and bobs, and yeah, God, where'd you stop? So I'm going to go home now. Wednesday, today's finished. We're going to go home and get a bit of food and then do some more email writing, replying, trying to catch up on the work I've missed through my holiday. We are at 18 subscribers to go. So we potentially could have that done by this week. I'm keen to get it done. Keen to get it done for a few reasons. One, the toolbox tour. Two, the Kicker and Snap-on giveaway, the Cush headphones and the Bullfrog. And three, it means I can then stream off this GoPro in 4K. So we can do a live stream, putting the engine in the Lotus with 4K, and you get to talk to us, and we'll do another. It'll be a long one. It'll be probably a Friday evening when everyone's at home kind of chilling. You know, grabbing a beer, talking to us as we're doing it, but it means then I can full stream directly from the GoPro, and we can get the engine into the Lotus when we get to 1,000. So share, comment, subscribe, like, notifications, all of that I don't want to beat on about it. You probably hear it enough from everyone. It is appreciated. Without subscribers, YouTube wouldn't operate and the content would not be made. So it is appreciated massively, but we are so close. We are nearly there. 18 to go. Let's get it done. I will see you bright and early tomorrow, Thursday, and we'll get cracking. See you then, peeps. Thanks for watching. Bye.